Well, hello and welcome to Little Workroom Crafts. My name is Davina and I live in the south east coast of the UK. Oh dear me, and I'm back! Enjoy the pictures! Oh dear, right then, okay, so as I said, this is Little Workroom Crafts. Oh dear me. What a time, eh? What a time. Anywhere you can find me is going to be down in the description box, and anything that I mentioned today is also going to be down in the description box. A big welcome to absolutely everybody. Oh my gosh, I have missed you all so much. I really have. I know it's only been 1 week, but I've still missed you. I have missed you. Right at the end, I am going to give you a little health update on what's been going on and what is going to go on. But that will come at the end after all the craftiness. So, right, it's a bit of a dull day today. It's windy, so I've got 2 lots of washing out, and it is actually quite warm. We've had some beautiful sunshine here. It is bank holiday, Monday, again, a 3rd one this month. And today is actually the 29th of May 2023. And this is episode number 149. Wow, we're getting there. The big one next week, eh? The big one next week. Oh, dear me. Right then. Right, I'm just going to hop right in because this is going to be a bit of a long one this week. But I know you don't mind, but, you know. I do worry sometimes, I do worry. Okay then, right, so first of all, I would like to say a big thank you to everybody that has left me comments, private messages, emails. Oh my gosh, sent me gifts to wish, to wishes that, everything is going to be okay at the end. Fingers crossed, we are still hoping. So thank you all so much. I am going to be showing them all at the end in the naughties and nice section. Because yes, I have 2 naughties actually. Because the other naughty is a Christmas present. So that's not actually a naughty, is it really? No. But it's still yarn. Oh, actually, I've just thought I do have 3. Oh my gosh. Right then, okay. So let's hop right into the craftiness, shall we? Let's do it. So first of all, we are going to have knitting. We are going to have crochet. Quite a bit of crochet, I will say, this week. I haven't done any cross stitch because the old head hasn't been there. But I'm hoping to get some stitches into my cross stitch sometime this week. There was a trip out. Mishka and I met up with Teresa and some lovely crafters and a lovely friend that I've met on Instagram, and do you know what, she's gonna really be good at it. If you understood that, you're a genius. That's all I can say. Her name is you know what I'm like for pronouncing. So anyway, this is a beautiful photograph. Oh, I am so happy that we actually did finally get to meet. Honestly, it was such a lovely afternoon. It really was. And then also Teresa and I, it doesn't matter where we meet up, how long it is, where we go, we have to get some pictures. We always do. And the second one is when she's hooked. So I said, oh, look. I said, I can't have this one. I said, because of my chin. So she held up my chin. Oh, dear me. Oh, dear me. But it was lovely. We actually went to an alpaca farm, which is very local to us. And you go inside this pen and you do your crafting, basically. And all the alpacas are just wandering around. and come and see ya, and then you feed them carrots. Now, I got some absolutely amazing footage. Oh, I'm so amazing footage, some brilliant photographs and everything, but unfortunately there's a bit of a to do with the farm, the alpaca farm that we went, so we've been asked not to show anything on social media of the animals and so on. So when it is all up and running again and all allowed, I will definitely be showing them, because the lady that runs the alpaca farm gave a talk and I recorded the whole thing, and oh my gosh, her knowledge and we all learn about the alpaca as an animal. Oh my gosh, it's amazing, absolutely amazing. So when we all get the go ahead, we will definitely I will definitely be putting up all the videos and so on. It was an amazing afternoon, it really was. Also, Teresa and I, we have got something planned. We haven't actually planned a date or anything yet. That we're going to visit a new bookshop, an independent bookshop that's been found. I haven't been there yet, and nor is she. So it's going to be a newbie for the pair of us. So yeah. So as soon as we actually set a date on that one, obviously you'll be coming with us. And this week on, I ain't telling you what day or when or where. With Mishka, and that's all I'm saying, because as you know, as soon as I say something goes wrong and I don't want it to. So, and I'll be taking you there as well. But you don't even know where we're going, but hey ho. Anyway, right, so all that has been happening as well. It's been lovely because, you know, Mishka, bless her heart, you know, she picked me up and she brought a lovely slice of her homemade seedy cake, so we sat and had some of that in with the alpacas. And it was just lovely just to get out. It really was lovely. You know, if it weren't through her taking me, you know, I couldn't, you know, anyway. So it's very much appreciated. And so is there anything else? Anything else? Not really. I've been indoors a lot. Been in bed a lot, but say that will come at the end. Okay then, right. I think that's about it. What's happened during the time that I have been absent. But I have got some craftiness done. First of all, we're going to go into the knitting, I think, today. I really do. I went to visit my lovely friend Mark. I've mentioned him before. He is the artist behind these. Oh, and that one there. But yeah, he is such a lovely young man. He really is, and clever. He is clever. And he is so patriotic, and as I said to you that I was he asked me if I would do a charity hat for him, which I did, and he is going to be doing something in October, which he's going to take his hat. That's what it's for. When I took it to him last week, he did actually say, oh, why can't it be winter? Because he put it on and he didn't want to take it off, but it was too hot because it's got a wool in it, you see. Bless his heart. But anyway, so nearer the time, I've asked him if he could send over all the information, because he's doing a big charity thing. And it is obviously to do with he's backing one of the military charities over here, which is a good one. He really is backing a really good one. Well, I would say backing. He's, you know, going to be doing it in aid of. And obviously, so it's dear to my heart as well, obviously with my background. And yeah, and he's going to be sending over all the information for me, and he's also going to be, because he's going to be opening nearer the time I can't remember what it's called, a give page thing, you know, so I will be giving you all that. And he also did say to me last week that while he's on his trek, because it is a big trek he's going on, bless his heart, he is going to be taking videos and then sending them over to me, and then I'll be actually so I can show you, I'll be uploading them on a little extra videos, you know, podcasts, so you can actually see his progress. As I say, he's an amazing guy. He's got the biggest heart, and he is such a giggle. He really is. But it's Elmi, my little baby. So he actually did ask for her hat with a Union Jack on the front. As I say, he's very patriotic, is our Mark, bless him. You actually go into his studio and there's Union Jacks and the Queen and the king is popping in occasionally, but he loved the queen. He really did. Everywhere. Anyway, so I hunted. I asked my friend Mishka, I said, have you got a hat pattern with the Union Jack on? And she said no, she'd been trying to design one, because if so, I would have definitely hopped on and I'd have used hers if she got. Anyway, I did my research, because you know how much I love my research, and I found one. Right, now this was on Ravelry, I think. I'm going to say Ravelry. Say it was a little while ago now that I did it, but I did actually take it to him last week, which you will see a photograph of in a minute. Sure it was Ravelry. Oh, I can't remember now. Anyway, it is called the Union Jack Beanie by Anne Pinkava. Let me get that closer for you. There we go. Now, the way this hat is actually constructed is brilliant. It really, really, really is. As you see, there's colour work in Tarsia, but it's done in a way. Obviously, colour work and intarsia are two separate things. But anyway, I'm going to explain to you in a moment. And I did take photographs of how, it is done. So while I'm talking, I will be flipping up some photographs. Elmy, what are you doing, babykins? Do you want to come up? Come on in. Come on. I don't know what he's doing. Oh, yeah. Anyway, it is a worsted weight, so I actually did buy the serge. Oh, where's my main colour? I did actually use a grey. I think I used it nearly all of it. Anyway, I've got the red, white and blue left, and I did actually do it all in the Serda Country Classic, and it has actually got on it worsted weight, and it is it's West Yorkshire. It's a 50% wool and 50% acrylic, so it will definitely keep him nice and snugly warm. As I say, this is the red, white and blue that I ordered. I got this from Wool Warehouse. This is Old School, which is this blue. This one is called Lipstick, good old red lipstick. It always pops up somewhere, doesn't it? And this one is classed as white. And then I got a silver grey, but I don't know what I've done with that. I must have used it. Oh, okay. Right then, so this pattern is paid for, so I can only give you so much information. Now, the way she does it, I actually did a longer rib, so I could turn the rib up. If you notice on this, it did not have, it hasn't got a big rib, but I thought it's going to keep his little ears warm. Anyway, so I did a longer rib, and then I started to follow the pattern. Now, the way she does it, here we go, right. You actually get to the stage, it's done in the round, so started in the round, you do your rib, and then you do so many rows of plain knitting. Then when you start to put in the colour work, you have your grey here, then you have your jack, then you have your grey here, and then at the back, the jack is done in rows. You go back and forth. I know, it's amazing. So when you're actually doing the colour work, you're pulling the yarn across, so you haven't got no little balls of wool or nothing. I did actually split my greys, and I did have 2 lots of grey, and then I had just red, white and blue coming up into the jack. Then when you finish the jack, you literally cut away the red, white and blue, go round to the back where you start, your next row, and then cut off the grey, and then you start in the round again. It's so clever. So here you'll see a photograph of where I've actually left, because you leave a gap. Well, obviously it leaves a gap where the jack is done back and forth. It is so much easier. It really is. And so and then I just mattress stitched it up at the back. There was no lumps or bumps or nothing like that. It was just absolutely brilliant. I really, really enjoyed the way this hat is put together. I did say to Glenn and to Mark, this would probably be the only one of these I will ever make, because that jack took some doing. It really did, as you can imagine. It did take, but it was well worth every stitch because of what's going with it. He also asked for a red, white and blue pom-pom. That made me laugh as well. So I actually made a pom-pom and a certain little ball of fur. decided he wanted to play with that one. So he had that one. Then I sat and made another one. Oh no, now Mum had a new pom-pom. Elmo wanted the second one. And I said, right. I said, Glenn, I said, will you two go up for your man nap? Because in the afternoon when they're off, they have a man nap. Take him up so I can make a pom-pom where he's not going to take it off his mum. So the third one was successful. So anyway, as I say, I gave it to him last week. I popped up to Manningtree and gave it to him last week. And he was so chuffed with this hat. So Glenn took a photograph because Mark actually put it on his full life cutout of the Queen Elizabeth II. And he put it on her, and this is it. So this is his hat. This is the hat finished on our late Queen Elizabeth. Bless her heart. But as I say, it was worth every stitch. And Glenn actually did turn around and say, yes, he heard some words while I was doing this. But I did explain to him, which he did laugh about. And he said, it doesn't matter at all. That obviously, because I'm left-handed. So I go that way round. This is done for a right-hander that goes that way round. So obviously our Union Jack is not symmetrical. So you do actually have a thick line, and then thin lines underneath here. Do you see? See, it's not actually symmetrical at all. But I did say to him, I said, your Jack is unique on yours because I go up the back to front and upside down and everything else. My thin lines were thick lines basically. So, and he went, that is absolutely brilliant. He didn't mind it. So I did say to him, I said, because he wanted to pay for my time and the yarn and everything. I said, no, that is my contribution. So put something in the pot and that'll be your first start for your what you're doing at the end of the year. So he's going to do that. So I've done my bit and my contribution and my donation to his course. But as I say, nearer the time, well, hopefully next time I see him, I will actually write some bits down from him, and we will get more information for everybody, because it was a pleasure to knit. Hard work. I will say, thank goodness it was actually in a worsted weight and not in a in a 4-ply or anything like that. It would have taken me hours. That took me long enough. Anyway, right, so I'm so chuffed that it was I got it made and it was received with, oh, he was so happy. He really, really was happy. Right then, okay. Now I'm going to show you the progress of my socks. Now I have started, as you know. Oh yes, I've just opened my bag and I've just remembered I've got 2 more naughties. Oh well. Right, the lovely Becky Monday. She also is a podcaster. Let me get you. This is a paid for pattern. Launched her pattern called Bookshelf, and I just loved it as soon as I saw it. I really, really did. So I brought the pattern, and oh, I have been knitting away on these. It's an easy 3-row repeat and 2 of them are knit, so it is an easy pattern. So do you know what I mean? Don't be afraid. It might look as if it's quite a busy pattern, but honestly it is easy to do and it's a pleasure to do. So this is my leg, the gussets, and this I've picked up and I've started decreasing the gusset on this one. Oh, I just love it, absolutely love it. And then this one, I won't show you my newbies. In a minute, I'll show you the naughties. I have got, because as you know, I do 2 at a time. So I've got the leg and the heel, and I've picked up for the gusset. So as soon as this gusset's finished, I will do this gusset. Then I go into the feet, then the toes, then Bob's your uncle. The yarn is from Stash. And it's a sock set by the lovely, lovely Kelly, Lay Family Yarns, that was gifted to me. And it is called, it's the Cambridge collection, and it's called Summer Meadow and Wildflowers, which is absolutely just super, it's superb for this time of year. So that is her logo, and I'm actually doing them as Becky has suggested on 2.25 80cm addies, and I'm doing my magic loop. So honestly, it is so much fun. They really are a lot of fun, and they're nice just to pick up. So I'm hoping to get these finished next week, because what are we on? Oh yeah, next week is actually this week, the end of this week is the beginning of June already. Where's this year gone, eh? And yeah, right, okay, so I'm hoping to get these done, so I'll probably do more on this afternoon, actually. Get these done because there is a new pattern being launched, sock pattern. Oh, I haven't written down the information. Oh damn, and I was going to. It's being released this week, I think, the end of this week. Oh, what can I do? What can I do? I will write the designer down and I'll pop a picture up. That's what I'll do. And so I want to get these off the needles, because these socks, if anybody hasn't seen them, they are amazing, absolutely amazing. I know that the girls from Wool and Wishes, they're like me. They are just, oh, can't wait for it to be launched. You've got crochet granny squares around the top. You've got your cuff, then you've got crochet granny squares around the top. Then you've got the sock. It's a brilliant, and it's a scrappy pattern. Well, you can do it scrappy, you can do it as you like, can't you? Do you know what I mean? That's the pleasure of doing your own socks. Oh my gosh, it is absolutely amazing, and I can't wait for it to be released. So, picture there, designer there, okay, and I'm sure, I don't remember if she's actually given it, if she's given it a release date, I'll put it there. Follow her over on Instagram. She's already got a hashtag because she opened up for her test knitters, and they are just coming out absolutely amazing, absolutely brilliant. I can't even remember the name of the blooming sock. Oh, well, anyway, I'll put all the info on the screen, okay? That's what I'll do. So I've got to get these finished this week. I know. So I better do that. Also, just quickly to let you know, this fabric with the little animal, the little hedgehog there with his and the little houses in the vegetables was so popular. And I mean so popular for these cozies. It was unbelievable. Normally I'll only do it as a one, you know, I buy fabric and then, you know, that's it. I did try and get some more of the Alice in Wonderland one, but that I just couldn't get it. So yesterday I went on to where I get my fabrics, and there was not much left, but there was a little bit left, and I brought it. So there will be some more of this design coming to the shop. Okay, so yeah, it takes some doing sometimes, because there's just such popular fabrics. Oh, hang on. Oh, can't forget my pattern. So yes, I better sit and do some of that this afternoon, actually. Better I and get some of those up, get them off the needles. Right then, okay, so that's the knitting. Right, now, the crochet. First of all, I have got the biggest finish I think I have ever made. Probably, yeah, it is when it comes to crochet. And I have already started something else, and I will do the start first, I think, because that'll be easier for me to pick up. So we'll do that. So when it comes to one of the naughties, so that's coming first, okay, as soon as I saw this, I could not resist it. West Yorkshire Spinners, good old West Yorkshire Spinners, has launched a new pattern book for crochet garments called Sundance. There it is. It's actually using their Elements DK, so all the patterns are done in DK, as you know. No, because I did look into it. They're 50-gram balls, and my goodness me, they are it would work out quite expensive for a garment, so I couldn't stretch to that. So anyway, I have actually gone and done it in the good old acrylic that I use. So let me see if I can find, there is, here we go. I'll show you the pictures of what's in there. This shawl is amazing. Look at that. I am definitely going to, actually I'm going to be making them all. So I might as well just tell you now rather than going individually. I love this. Absolutely love this. There's a cardigan and a sleeveless top. One of these. Oh my gosh. And I'm not a jumper person, but I do love that. There's this, which is called the Granny Square Pocket Cardigan. This is the short one. And this dress, obviously I won't be making that dress. I would look rather large. That's the shawl. There's that. So hang on, because there is more. There's more. That's the actual picture of the top without the cardigan on. I'll show you what I've cast on, because I have already cast on something. There also is in here, let's get it, this brilliant bag. I love that. I love the colours and everything of that. And yep, and obviously there is the shawl and the bag together. But there also is, where is it? That's the dress, but the dress is also, there it is. They've done it as a top as well. So they've taken the bottom off and put on the rib. I love that. I'm definitely going to be making one of those. What I have casted on is, I know you don't want to hear the C word yet, but it is actually a Christmas present. As you know, as makers, we do have to start early, and I normally do start in May. That is my time. And luckily, the person that actually I'm making this for hasn't even got the internet, so that's fine. So I can show the progress of this all the way through to the end, which is amazing. When this is actually finished, I am definitely going to be making myself one of these. When the book arrived, I said to Glenn, look at this. He went, blimey, Veen. He said, well, obviously he didn't say blimey, but he said, Veen, he said, he was a bit more, you know, than that. Anyway, he said, gosh, Veen, he said, there's some really, really smart stuff in there. I said, yeah, well, I'm thinking of making your mum this for Christmas. He went, oh my gosh, yeah. She will love it. Sorry, I just knocked you then, didn't I? So let's find a picture. Right, okay, so I'll use that one and that one. So look at this. I just think that is brilliant. I love it, and I can't wait to make mine. I'm enjoying making my mother-in-law's. And the bonus part about it is the hood. That's going to keep her so warm. It's unbelievable. Now, is there another picture? Oh, no, that's the short version. I thought, oh, there might be, because I've got my, I've got a bookmark. Let's have a look. Keep me page. Oh, here it is. And there it is, look. It's brilliant, absolutely brilliant. As I say, it's all done in DK. Let's get my little bookmark so I know where I am. So, there we go. There we go. So I don't have to keep going to the page. What I love about these books as well from West Yorkshire Spinners is obviously you've got the ring bind and, you know what I mean? It's just brilliant. I didn't actually tell you the name. It's called Aurora, and it's long cardigan with hood. That is what it's called. And I will say, obviously a bonus has got the most brilliant pockets. I love the fact that it's got the big granny square pocket on it. Look at that. So anyway, I had a hunt around upstairs in my stash, and I managed to find some of the yarn that was needed from my home bargain box. That good old bargain box. It doesn't matter how much yarn I use out of that box. It never seems to go down. It really doesn't. And then I said to Glenn, I said, do you know what? I said, I actually did enjoy using the Women's Institute from Hobbycraft. I'm going to have a look on their website and see what they've actually got in stock. And he said, that's a good idea. I said, because there's no good in me going actually up to the shop. He said, no, Veen. I said, you tried that the other week to get up there. I know. Anyway, so I actually, let's get this out. Right, okay. So I ordered their cream. I did keep the, oh, here it is. So I ordered 10 balls because they've got the 3 for 2. So, you know, I bought that and I ordered that. And I thought, well, it's always best, especially with crochet, it's best to have too much, not enough. And then when it comes to doing mine, I will just add to it basically. So I can do that. And it is a premium acrylic yarn as 100-gram balls, DK. Very, very reasonably priced. And it is nice yarn. It really, really is nice yarn. It is, I have got colour cream, and that's the label. And for the blue, oh yeah, I kept it open. For the blue to go round the outside, the cuff, and obviously in the sleeve and the hood, I ordered 2 balls. This is gorgeous colour, absolutely beautiful. And it's called, oh, this one, denim. Absolutely beautiful. This actually, Women's Institute yarn is actually made in Turkey as well, which is supposed to be, you know, the top of the range for your acrylic yarns, but being 3 for 2. So I got 2 of these, 10 of these, and obviously, you know, with the 3 for 2, I only paid for so many of them. So anyway, so that's going to be my outside. That's my main colour. Okay, that's going to be me outside and in the sleeves. Then out of my stash box, I got, let's have a look. What colours have I got one? Oh no, because that goes with that as well, don't it? That's it, that goes there. Right, okay, so get there in a minute. Right then, so for the, because that's an actual mustard and green, I'm using these 2 from my home bargain stash. Okay, and then for the actual purple and the blue, I'm using the denim, so it all pulls it in. And this beautiful, I love this colour. This is the lilac from my home bargain stash. Then I needed this, where is it? Here, a peachy tones. And I searched in my boxes. Could I find it? I only had a little piece. I had a beautiful colour, but only a little piece. And I thought, no, so I contacted my lovely friend Mishka, because I know she's as bad with the home bargain yarn as I am. And anyway, so, you know, no, unfortunately, she didn't have any. So anyway, when we were up in Manningtree last week, when we popped up to see Mark to give him his hat, I popped into their hospice. It is the children's, is there St Elizabeth's hospice? It is a children's hospice, I think, and charity shop there, but they actually sell new yarn, you know, not stuff that's donated. They have a section where it's all new yarn, and they've got this. It's by Signet, and it's called Kiddies Super Soft DK, and it was $1.85 a ball, and they had these 2. And I just thought these 2 would be perfect. So let's see if I can, what's the name, these up. So bear in mind, these are all going to have a row of cream in between. So these are my contrast colours, which I am so happy with for the sleeve and the hood. I have never actually crocheted a garment with a hood on it, so this is going to be really exciting as well. And I'll show you how far I've done. Because my mother-in-law is a petite little thing, I've actually got to start from the I'm doing the smallest size for her. And it is just crocheting up lovely. It really, really is. I got to there, and then you do a little bit of a decrease, and I've got to here to do a bit, so it kind of, because excuse me, because it's over the bum, isn't it, and which will keep her nice and warm. And then it will go up into the waisty section and so on, because it's nice and long. And oh, just loving it. Absolutely loving it. I can't put it down. That is my thing at the moment, because I'm scared. I know I ain't going to get those socks finished, because I just can't wait to get to the get this done. So it is, this is the back. Ooh, there you go. This is the back. It is done in sections, and then you've got the 2 fronts, then you've got your sleeves, and your sleeves, are they actually done in, no, they're done flat too. Yep, they're done flat too. And then obviously the hood comes on, and then that lovely edging all round it. I just can't wait. It is going to be such a warm jacket. Well, cardigan, they've put it at. But I can actually see, when I get round to doing mine, I'm going to be living in it in the winter, because it's going to be nice and snuggly enough to go on top of, you know, other you know, tops and stuff like that. It's going to be an all-rounder. It really, really is. So yeah, I am definitely going to be doing one for myself. This is an amazing book. I would recommend this book, definitely. It's really weird because it says in it, where is it, which is a bit misleading. Oh, where is it? Oh, it says that it's got, was it 6 designs in it? And you think, oh gosh, that's not a lot for, that's quite a lot for what you know, not a lot for what you're paying for. But what they don't do is, like the dress, they've done it as a top as well as a dress, but they've only classed that as one pattern. So you're getting a lot more out of the book than what they've actually advertised it for, which is unbelievable, really. So yeah, which is, it's like the cardigan that I'm doing for my mother-in-law. They've got a short version, but they've only done it as a one pattern, but there's 2 patterns in the book. Also, which I will say is really, really good, is you've got full written instructions for every garment, and at the back, I can't show, you've got all graphs for everything. So if you're not a graph follower, you can use the written. If you're a written, if you're a graph follower, or you know what I mean, back to front, you know what I mean, yeah, reverse. So yeah, absolutely brilliant. This, I would recommend it. I really, really would, as I say, and I just can't wait to get you know, some more garments made out of this book. I really can't. Anyway, so this this stuff, it's really, really lucky actually, because I ordered the yarn because obviously I had the yarn apart from the denim all sat there waiting, and but I needed the cream to start everything off. And I finished my big blanket on, I've written the date actually, and I'll show you where I've written the date in a moment, and in my new thing I'll show you, on the 27th. So that would have been, today we're on the 29th, so Saturday morning, that was it. I finished it Saturday morning, and my yarn arrived Saturday afternoon, so I could start my mother-in-law's cardigan. So, and I know she's going to love it, but I said to Glenn, what I'll do is I'll do the cardigan, and then I'll do her the shawl, and that's her Christmas present, because I know the shawl I did her last year, she loves to put it on her shoulders. So that shawl is absolutely beautiful. I'm going to be taking the book with me to show Mishka when I meet up with her in the week, and I've already messaged her saying about the book, and I know she's going to absolutely love it. So looking through that, so because they've got some beautiful stuff. Right, I'm going to leave that there because I've got a couple of items in there which are my naughties. So yes, you obviously are going to be seeing the progress of that as it comes alive. Oh, I'm just enjoying it so much. Okay then, right, now we're going to go to the big thing. Right, now in this blanket alone, on its own, there is 900 grams of just the hayfields spirit. I did keep, now I'm showing you, I can take it out. That is what I had left out of 900 grams. I know, unbelievable. So so yeah, I can go now. It's a heavy blanket because that's only one of the colours. I said to Glenn, I said, look, feel the weight of this blanket, and he couldn't believe it. Oh, so this is what I did in the end, because as you know, I didn't have enough yarn to do all the squares in this colour, which I did keep. I had a ball left, and I needed a ball and a half. And this is called, I love it because they do give names in the Women's Institute, which was the soft blue. Yeah, well anyway, but I had in my own bargains bucket, as you do, this green. And oh my gosh. it is absolutely enormous. Okay, and it's so heavy. Oh my gosh, look at it. Now the border, I did obviously all that in the rainbow, and then I just did a little edging. Now I have written down how I did the edging, and I have already recorded, so that will be going up probably next week or the week after, on how to how I crochet my squares together. And I'll also include this little edging as well, because I didn't want it too fussy. Right, so what I'm going to do, while I'm talking about the blanket, I am going to be popping up photographs of it actually on the bed. That'll be easier, so you can actually see what it looks like. Now, as you see, I just did normal granny squares. I love anything to do with granny squares. Or granny, as you see, the cardigan is actually, you know, granny clusters as well. But I just love it, absolutely love it. And I did 4 before, didn't I? I did 16 for the centre squares, for the centre. I did 4 rounds of 2 different colour greys, so for the middles. So it would have been 8 in the dark grey, 8 in the light grey. Then I did 9 rounds of the hayfields. Then I did 1 of a cream. Now that cream I picked up in a charity shop. Then I did 2 rounds of either this one or this one. I think I did, yeah, this one went on the light silver, this one went on the dark grey blocks. Then I did a random 1 round of either, you know, something out of the stash box, basically would have been Home Bargains yarn. And then I finished off with another round, just 1 round of this and the soft blue, on depending on what colour the centre was. Joined it together with the cream, and then I just started going round. Oh, actually I did 1 round of double crochets in the cream after I joined it, so it broke it up a bit, which you're seeing all on the bed anyway. And then I just went round and round and round and round with all the spirit I had left, the Hayfield spirit. Then I got the soft blue, the little bit that I had left over of that, and I just made it all up. Now I will say, where is it? Here it is. Even though I just made it up as I went along, as I do, I actually cast that on the 24th of April, and I put the last stitch and sewed in my ends. There was only a couple, because I did it the Made by Anita technique of you know, joining your yarns. And I finished it on the 27th. So yeah, it was the 27th in the morning. So it was Saturday. So it took me just over a month to make, which isn't bad considering, you know, I don't just do that, do I? I have been knitting socks and pottering around and so on and that. But that was brilliant, mindless crochet, which is what I needed. Really, really what I needed. So I love it, absolutely love it. I haven't weighed it because I ain't got anything big enough to put it on, so I couldn't tell you how much it weighs at all. But it's going to be so snugly on the bed in the winter. You know, when it comes to this time, when it comes to the time of year, it does go right over, which is what I had planned, and I just love it, absolutely love it. So yeah, that is the blanket finished. So that's the craftiness I've been up to. But I will say, because I've mentioned her, I am going to mention her again. The lovely maiden Made by Anita. Now, I have messaged her. I've known about this for a little while, being launched, because I'm a member of her Facebook group. But as soon as I see that this is going to be a new pattern being launched by Anita, Made by Anita. She's the lady who designed the coronation blanket. And wow, that's all I'm going to say is wow about this new blanket. It's being launched on the, and I can't remember, I've got in my head the 22nd of June. was it the 23rd? I'll put it on the screen. Anyway, so I asked you if I could, you know, when everything is all up and running and everything has been received and everything, if I can actually show the progress of this blanket on this channel. And she was delighted, absolutely delighted. So yesterday she actually went public on her, was it yesterday or the day before? It might be the day before actually. She went public on her other social medias to say that this blanket is finally the release date and everything. And she's back in a little independent shop, and where you can go and do your pre-order. There's 2 colorways for the blanket. I said to Glenn, oh my gosh, she's done it, she's actually got it. Yeah. And he went, go on then. So I quickly hopped on, pre-ordered mine. I'm doing mine with the blue background, and that's called the Scandi something blanket. It's going to be absolutely amazing. I cannot wait. I really can't. My aim is to get this cardigan done before the blanket's released. But then again, they're 2 completely different things anyway when it comes, even though they're both crochet, you know, that is you know, granny's and that isn't. Oh, I just can't wait. I can't wait. So I've pre-ordered my kit. So, and paid extra postage, so it comes in 24 hours. Yes. And then as soon as the pattern's released, I will be hopping over to Anita's website, buying the pattern, because her patterns are brilliantly written. They really, really are. And I just can't wait to cast this blanket on. I really can't. It's going to be so much fun. And because it's smaller pieces as well, not like this big one that I've had on my lap. Mind you, it's been nice and cozy on my lap. As as I've needed, but yeah, honestly, it is it's going to be so much fun. I don't know where it's going to go, what I'm going to do it for, or anything. I just love the design. I just love the whole thing. So Anita, you've done it again, girl. You've done it again. And yeah, so please hop over to her social medias. Join her Facebook group, because I say we've known about it now for a good couple of weeks, I'd say. Because as soon as I knew about it, I said, I messaged Mishka and said, look. So, and then when it was released at the weekend, I said, look again. So bless her heart. So I don't know yet if she actually managed to get a kit or pre-order a kit. I don't know. Or if she's going to use some stash, because some people are using from stash, but I just love the colorways that she's used. And she's used an acrylic yarn again. She's used a make I've never used before, which is going to be interesting. And the kit, honestly, she's managed to work it out as under £20, which is absolutely brilliant. You know, for the amount of yarn you get for the blanket, it is brilliant. So, you know, she's our kind of crafter, you know what I mean? She looks after us ones down at the bottom end, as I say. So, yeah, absolutely brilliant. So, was there anything else I needed to say about... oh, no, I don't think there is about that blanket. No, actually, hopping back over to this blanket, there was a couple of evenings when play came to, you know, had to come to stop, really. It did, and come to a right halt, because a little person that we all know in our lives decided he wanted cuddles with Mama on her new blanket. And look at those. Yes. He got inside it, he got underneath it, he got on top of it. He was being a right little pain. He really was. But Glenn said, move him. I said, I can't move him. I said, oh. He said, what are you like with that little boy? I said, wow, I can't move him. So, yes, he weren't moved. Right then, okay, so I think that's the crafting done. As I say, I've worked so hard on the blanket. I wanted to get that finished so I could start the cardigan, because I know that the new blanket is going to be coming up at in the middle part of June. So, yes, all excitement happening here at the moment. Oh, and obviously the new sock pattern. I can't wait to get that either. Right then, okay, so we're nearly there. Now we're going to go into the naughty and nice section. Now, we'll go into the naughties first. Now, I have got an amazing project book that was brought to me a 3 years ago now by a lovely lady. She sent it here via Amazon, I think it was. And that is where I keep all my knitting projects and that in there. And as you know, I am obsessed with the crafty gnomes because there's knitting, there's crochet. Oh my gosh, there's everything on this from Emma Ball. I think I've nearly got every piece. I've been collecting it slowly of this collection. And I've got this bag. I've got the smaller zippy bag, which I don't know what I've done with them now. Oh, it's there with the what's the names in it, with my socks in it. Anyway, so I got the project book. Look at that. It's just so cool, isn't it? And then on the back, oh, it's just brilliant. I love this collection. And then inside you've got your conversions and everything. And then what I've done is I've got on there, you know, the crochet blanket, because you've got start and finish, what hook or needle, but obviously this is going to be my crochet, what hook I used, yarn, home bargains, Women's Institute and Hayfield, all DK. And I've written down just a little thing, you know, that, you know, I enjoyed doing and so on. And I wrote down as well the edging, so I remember how I did that. And just a little thing of just to finish off what I feel about the blanketing thingy. And then I also added a sticker because I thought, why not? So yeah, I really would recommend this book. I got mine from Sconch online. I ordered it online from her, and yeah, honestly, I absolutely love it. And also I did invest in the pencil case for my crochet bag. And I also did get the tin because I couldn't resist him. Look. And it is actually hinged. And you've got all the little patchwork, the English paper piecing around the outside. So, yeah, so this is in here. And that is obviously for this is for the cardigan that I'm doing as a present. So, yep, so I did invest in those. And then also, now this is actually my lovely friend. Come on, back again. You've gone dark. Oh, that's fine. Where are they? Oh. Actually, shall I show these this week or shall I show them next week? Because I think I've left all the information where I got them from downstairs. Hello, Elm. I'll show them because I got these off of Etsy, and I will put them down below. Okay, that's what I'll do. So one set is actually, because as just say, I have to have everything matchy, you see. So I'm terrible for it. I always have been. So what I did is, even though I know I've got a few, but hey ho, I did find these. Look at these. These are on 2.25s and they really are better on 2.5 needles. So once I get these off, I'm going to put 2.5 on the needles. But look at those. They just go so well. And then I got these as well. And I know my friend Susie from Susie Stitches, she got some mushrooms or toadstools. But she got red ones, but look, purple ones. So I did get these. So what I'll do is I will actually show these. What the best thing to do is I'll show these again next week with all the info where I got them from. But I so 2 different companies on Etsy, and they were absolutely brilliant. They came really quickly. And yeah, I'm a bit fed up actually. Didn't I keep all the info in here? Here's my little book. I must have popped it all in my trolley somewhere safe. Oh, hang on. Unless I put it in my... No, I didn't. Okay, right, yeah. I'll pop the info below. But they're cute. And look at those ones. I just think they're so brilliant. And as I say, they match with the colours and the theme of my... of there. So, oh, I just love it. Absolutely love it. Oh, brilliant. So, yeah, that's the naughties. Because we're not including the young, because that's a Christmas present. So, I think that's all the naughties. Yes, it is. Right, so let's go to the nices. Now, first of all, I got a lovely... Well, I was actually out getting a bit of fresh air in the garden, and I came in and Glenn went, "Then," he says, "we just had a delivery." I said, "What?" He went, "Yeah, look at this." And there was a massive big box, and opened it up. oh my gosh, afterwards I said, oh, I wish I'd got some photographs, because I didn't get any photographs, but I will say we have enjoyed every piece of it. The lovely Elaine and Buster, hi, sent over us, it was a cream tea in a box. There was scones, clotted cream, there weren't jam, but it was like a jam in a jar. There was cakes, biscuits, coffees, because I don't drink coffee, but Glenn loved those. Teas, obviously he loved the scones. There was brownies, all handmade. Honestly, they were absolutely gorgeous. So thank you both so much. Oh, it was so much appreciated. It really was. Then also in the post, I got from the lovely Marion. So hi Marion. Oh my gosh, Bobble and Badger. You can't go wrong with Bobble and Badger yarn. They are absolutely gorgeous. And I did get a beautiful card as well from, I think it's Emma from Bobble and Badger, and in with it. But Marion had treated me, and I can't wait to use this. Look at that yarn. It's called Jellyfish Forest. The speckles, look at the speckles in that. Oh, it's beautiful. So Marion, thank you so much. And there's a beautiful card. Oh, the hedgehog's on. Absolutely love it. So thank you both so much for thinking of us. Oh, they really did make my day. And then also I got this other beautiful card from the lovely Joanne. Okay, now in the package from Joanne, there was a bag of sweets, but obviously they've gone. 2 older editions of Pom Pom. I love Pom Pom magazine. So I haven't had a good look through it yet. I haven't had a chance, but I can't wait to look through those. And also there was a couple of zips. And look at this. Some amazing fabrics. Oh dear me, absolutely love them, so thank you so much for thinking of me. I really do appreciate it. Then when we went over to the alpacas, I said to Mishka when she picked me up, I said, I'm expecting a delivery, 2 parcels. I said, they're supposed to be here. I said, they'll fit through the letterbox. I said, that's fine. I said, but one of them, I said, is Teresa's birthday present. I said, what's the bet and it will arrive today? And she went, of course it will. And because we even though like my birthday was in May, hang on, it's Glenn, let's get there. My birthday was in April and hers is in May, you see, but we always wait until we see each other to exchange gifts, you see, if we can. So anyway, and I knew we were all going to be meeting up at this alpaca farm. Oh my gosh. And then we sat down on our chairs, got all set up and everything. There was a message from Glenn. He'd just come home from work saying, oh, you've got 2 packages on the floor inside on the doormat. So I just missed them by about 10 minutes. So I've still got Teresa's there. I've seen her present sat over there. But Teresa got me. Look at this. I love Blackbird designs. They're honestly, they're just gorgeous, isn't they? Look at the back. And she got me this beautiful cross stitch book. I absolutely love it. A lovely, look at that. Oh, that is beautiful inside with a little note on it. And I can't wait. I've got the couple of autumn ones to do that was gifted to me by my lovely friend Janie, and I'll get. Elmo's decided to jump in one of the boxes. He's a little one. So thank you so much, Teresa. It is absolutely beautiful, and I can't wait to start something in there. Okay then, how have I forgotten anything? Any of the nicers? I've got a book review, but I will save that now till next week because we're nearly at an hour. Right, okay, I think that's everything. Right, so what I would like to say is a big thank you to everybody that has actually sent over a donation to the super thanks on YouTube or my Ko-fi account. It is so much appreciated, and thank you ever so much for that. Right then, okay, so if you want to skip over this part and see all the clips at the end, I'm now going to go into the health update. Now, I am still obviously feeling tired. Well, perhaps I should have put some makeup on this morning. I'm feeling a bit tired than normal, but that's all part of it, apparently. So this week is a second week of my final reduction of my tablets that I've been on. As anybody that's in chronic pain 24/7 will know, that obviously you don't just deal with the pain, because you get so low and you get depression. It can't be helped, you know, because it's part of it, you know, because your body, you know, your mind and your body can only handle so much. So they had actually put me on a combined antidepressant and a painkiller, you see. And I'd been on those for over 10 years. But the thing is that it got to the stage where that neither of them were doing anything, to be honest. They really weren't. And because I was on the highest strength, they couldn't do anything with them, you see. So I turned around to the doctor and I said, well, what about getting me off of the combined ones and actually putting me on 2 separates? Because at least then we can see which one needs to be upped and down and so on. And he said, okay, we'll try that. So that's what the reductions have been, you see. They're getting me off of the combined ones to get me on 2 separates. Well, anyway, so this is the last week of the reductions. And this Friday, I'm going to be starting my new tablets. So fingers crossed, everybody, for me, that all this works out fine. And then they can start reducing the steroids, because I'm on such a high dose of steroids that it's causing so many more health problems. So, you know what I mean? Of course, I've got cataracts that have been induced by steroids. Now I found out on Friday that I am actually a pre-diabetic. It's a pre-diabetic, and it actually is induced by the steroids, because you can get, I didn't know, an induced steroid diabetic. So anyway, but I said to Glenn when I come home, you know, from the appointment, I said, oh, well, you know, it's, you know, I'm pre-diabetic, not diabetic. You know, you've got to look at a silver lining at the end of these things, you know what I mean? So a pre-diabetic is, you know, in my eyes, better than being a diabetic. So, you know what I mean? And hopefully they are hoping once they sort out the other tablets, they'll start be able to reduce the steroids, and then obviously that will all start equaling itself out as well. Obviously, when it comes to the cataracts, it's just, you know, yeah, it's there. So, but they're hoping that they'll be able to prevent the the pre-diabetic going to diabetic. So it just means that my levels were nearly there, but not there. So, you know what I mean? That's what they're saying. That's why they're saying it's a pre-diabetic, and it is actually, it is steroid induced. So that's basically what's happening here at the moment. That's why I'm looking so because yeah, it's been tough. I've been in bed a lot, obviously, because they've taken me off of the combines. The depression has just hit me, which they said it would. So you know what I mean, and the pain has increased so badly. So when I actually had my COVID booster on Monday, that always gives me like a flu ache anyway after I've had that, and because I was at that higher level anyway, I couldn't move. I actually I just burst into tears on that Monday afternoon and sat on my chair, and Glenn said, come on. So he actually had to keep me up the stairs because I couldn't walk up the stairs. and he got me into bed, and once I'm laying down I'm fine. So do you know what I mean? There's always, you know, luckily my Glenn was here to help me, you know, so there's always a good out of a bad in my opinion. So you know, we have to keep going on, don't we? Have to keep carrying on. So yeah, that's the health update. So Wednesday with the what have you been up to, we have got loads. Obviously I have got 2 weeks. I will write them down and see how many there is. I might split them into 2 weeks, we will see. But I know that at the moment there is quite a few, but there's some amazing ones. We have got such a different sort of craft again. Absolutely brilliant. So I am going to wrap this up. I have cut out my new fabrics. And we'll see if I can do that today, but if not I might sew them up tomorrow, which is the new yarn cozies, and also there'll be some of the little diddler ones as well in there. So yeah, in the shop update. So yeah, so everything is fine here. Everything is fine. I'm just taking things a bit slower than I normally do, and I do things slow at the best times. Thank goodness, that's all I'm going to say in my life, that I had my nan to teach me my crafts, because I don't know what I would have done, honestly, you know. And as we all know, everything we make has a story. So this blanket is the story of when you know, my tablets were being changed. Everything has a story, so just remember that everything we make has a story. Okay then, right, so I am going to love you and leave you all, because I've never done one this long before. So we've got you're going to have, I should have said at the beginning, shouldn't I, grab a cuppa, because you're going to need one. I might put it on the screen, grab a cuppa, because you're going to need one this week. Oh dear me, little Elmy's got in one of my boxes there. I'll get some photographs of him, but there's loads of photographs anyway. So anyway, I am going to love you and leave you all, so please take care, stay safe, and as always, my lovelies, happy crafting. Bye.